Good morning, everyone. So as you can obviously see, I shaved, got my nice little mustache and little goatee sort of thing going on. May cut this off, don't know, but just wanted to do something different. Look silly. But anyways, so today is Thursday. I woke up early, talked to the girls. My hair is crazy. Talked to the girls this morning, so they're doing great. They got their school reviews done, so they did their parent-teacher conferences the other day, and Zelda's doing really well. Livy is doing really well, just needs to work on reading, so get on that. I encouraged her, I was like, just start reading Harry Potter, you'll be good. So, outside of that, Kristina gets back today, so super exciting. She did end up ordering these things on TikTok. So it is a belt cutter and a window breaker. So long story short, we had an argument, not an argument, but when we were talking with Sherry and Arnie, we had this argument where I saw a couple of videos online about if your car like hits water and starts drowning, it's not that hard to get out of your car. Like you have, it's something crazy. You have like 2 or 3 minutes before your car will completely submerge, and how to differentiate the pressure once you hit the water. Seatbelt mishaps are like 1 in a couple thousand. So I've always just like exuberated this, confidence and like, yeah, if our car's going underwater and we need to like do this and that, like I'm not worried about it. And yeah, so she ended up seeing this thing on TikTok and thought about what I said, so ended up buying us these two. We got one for each car, so now we'll be super protected in the event that we ever go off-road and start drowning in water. So yeah, dude, she comes in today and I am so excited because now that we are finally past October, we are in Vlogmas. We got all things Christmas and I'm so excited to share our Christmas experience with you guys and how we're going to be celebrating. And we have our whole elf on the shelf thing that everybody gets to be, a part of, and all the way up until January when we go see the kids for our Christmas in Japan, also with Jen and Kenny. So super excited and a lot of stuff going on today. So I still have a lot of stuff that I need to get ready as far as like straightening up and go do some oil changes with the car and maybe start laundry, I don't know, but at least have some stuff in order a little bit before she gets back and we can enjoy our weekend together. So I will see you guys soon. Hey, what's up? So it is almost 8 o'clock in the morning and just wanted to let everybody know I just got done shampooing the carpet. I vacuumed and shampooed, just trying to get everything in place. Last night, for whatever reason, in the middle of the night, Fritz pooped on the ground, and after I picked it up, there's a little bit of smearage on the carpet. So after I woke up and cleaned everything up, talked to the girls, talked to you guys, I went through and cleaned it up and with the carpet cleaner and the vacuum, so making sure everything's nice and ready to go for when Kristina gets back. I am not sure what to do with my hair, so I just sort of sprayed it, put it down. I'm running out now. I'm gonna go get an oil change for her car. So yeah, gonna do that now, and then when I get back, probably clean up the kitchen, clean up the living room a little bit, and then start a couple loads of laundry. And hopefully by then I can either eat lunch or take a nap, and Kristina's supposed to be here by 2:45-ish. So definitely want to leave early, and I want to get to the airport and figure out, where her plane's coming from, where she's going to be coming in at, and who knows, maybe just hang out and watch some videos and have you guys with me too. I'm gonna bring the camera, so yeah, gonna go get the oil change now. I am at the airport now, and I'm getting ready to pick up Kristina here soon. I think her plane comes sometime in the next 15 or 20 minutes, but not quite sure. So, yeah, I got here early, and here is the parking garage I'm in. So, yeah, dude, I'm so excited to see her. So, it's been a couple days, and here we go. Look who I found.
Hey.
So I asked her actually to message me when she gets off the plane. So I was gonna have this beautiful shot. I was gonna be lined up and it'd be awesome. And I was just sitting there on my phone and I kept double checking, and one moment that I happened to not look at my phone and see where she was at, she just popped up out of nowhere and she was just like, hello.
I was like, hey dude, and he just looks up like, what the fuck?
Dude, what the shit, dude?
My bad.
Another fun thing, my work pants that I wear that I got from Target, I didn't wear a belt because I was like, oh, I've been losing weight, I don't need to wear a belt, and I'm actually too small for them, and they were tight.
They were borderline, we knew we would need to go up another size if we were to buy again in the future.
Yeah, they were not good. I kept having to, when I was pulling her luggage and stuff, I kept having to stop and pull my pants up or whatever every 5 steps, so.
Cause you're so skinny.
I'm so skinny now. But yeah, so now I think we are either gonna go straight home or stop by Sam's Club and just kind of grab a couple things that we're gonna need over the next couple weeks. So
yep, and I want to get some pork belly to make some pork belly bites that I saw online. Some
yeah,
Parmesan.
dude, those look so good.
Yeah, it'll be super good, and we'll make them in the air fryer.
Yeah.
If we can find pork belly.
Yeah, we'll see. So either way, we will talk to you guys later soon. So we decided to take a detour, and we are at Whole Foods.
Yep.
Kristina got a gift card from her time down there to eat food if she didn't want to eat any of the buffet stuff while she was there, and she bravely took the bullet eating food that probably was not the best for her, and
yep.
Now we're going to celebrate.
I'm paying for it.
She is. She's got a headache, and we'll talk more about all of that stuff later, but we're going to go grab some quick food here at Whole Foods.
I see Olivia staring at me on the screen. Mm-hmm.
Alrighty, so.
Dude, he farted and it smells so bad.
It's so gross. Good job, Fritz. We'll get his blood tested now. He got something that died in him. Alright, so as you guys know, we talked to my mom about his blood results because he had gone to the doctor the other morning. Unfortunately, we had a 20-minute conversation and we screen recorded it, none of it audio recorded. We didn't realize that was a thing. So
apparently in the settings for it, there's an option to turn the mic on when you record it, and apparently the default is to have it off, which why that's a thing is
beyond us.
And, but we did get a lot of really good information from her, and I'm sorry that we aren't able to include all of that in the video for you guys, because she really broke down a lot of stuff and gave a lot of really helpful advice. So thank you for that, by the way.
Yeah, so I think what we're going to do, just to kind of still get some of the information out there for you guys, and so that we have this to look back on to remember the information, we're going to go ahead and go over some of the key points with his blood panel that got done. We're not going to go into defining a lot of stuff because she did it way better than we ever could, but in December when I get my blood done, we'll bring her on again. She's a nurse. She's been a nurse for I want to say like 20 years. That's not the most accurate number count. I just remember when I was a teenager, she was like going to school and,
Yeah.
So, but she, obviously has, lived this a lot. So, the cool part is too that she's, traditionally been a nurse and learned, all the traditional medical field stuff, but she also is, doing carnivore and like being, researching, doing a lot of like research about carnivore stuff. So she also had a lot of like advice that is, like helps see a deeper view than just like what the medical field generally would provide. So yes, in December we'll have her come back on. We'll kind of do some more like definitions of stuff. But for now, we're gonna go over and show you guys like some of the results that he had that we may have been initially concerned about, but that my mom kind of talked us through. So do you want me to go through it, or do you want to?
So the first big one, in general, my cholesterol is in a really good area.
Mm-hmm.
One of the numbers that is elevated is the triglyceride. And one of the big concerns that we had was I didn't have my blood work done, 2 months ago, 3 months ago. So we don't really have like a baseline.
Last couple years, I don't think you've really had it.
I really don't even know the last time I had my blood done at all.
Yeah, so we
I've
don't
ever seen the numbers. So we don't really have an idea of where I started versus where I'm at now. So one of the numbers that's triglyceride, which it would be, I guess, the sticky stuff that's in the blood, the thing that could be clogging arteries, so to speak, probably.
It is pretty high.
It is pretty high, but again, we don't know if that's lower than what it was before we started the diet 50 days ago, or if it's higher. So definitely something that we're going to keep an eye on over the next probably 6 months or so, or I guess 4.5 months from now, so to speak.
Which one thing that she said about that too is that that also could be a result of like, changing your diet and your body still trying to like clear some stuff out. And I mean, there could be multiple things at play there. So we really don't have enough information to make a judgment on that, but. Yeah.
Some of the other ones, the HDL is low.
VLDL. I don't remember what that means.
Very low.
Low density
lipids,
lipoprotein. The velocity of low density Lunchables. So we don't know what that means, but I remember this one. We're gonna mess this up so much. Is this the one where she said that the only when they get concerned about it is when it gets up to like 1,000?
Yeah, I believe so. I think I'm fairly positive that number has to do with something involving the liver.
I believe so as well.
And before we started this diet, I also enjoyed drinking, so also could be at play with anything liver related, so to speak.
That is true. The occasional drink. So also I want to say we know this is not medically accurate, the information we're giving. We had good info and it just didn't record, so this is like the for dummies version of what we think is going on. So yeah, we'll see. So the big takeaway from this is in about 4 months or so, he's going to get his blood work done again, and we will see if things are moving in the right direction, because, being 2 months on this diet isn't going to have a huge impact. Like, it would have some impact, of course, but not enough to really make sure everything's like changed to the way that this diet is.
Yeah. And then going on further, so we also, one of the numbers that did come back pretty low was my vitamin D. But so outside of that, we'll have to Google what the VLDL and my vitamin D. Out of everything that we did have in all of the tests, all of my numbers tested very well. And then also like total blood, platelets, all that stuff. Everything came back really well, but the big things that we are keeping an eye on are the vitamin D levels, and then the triglycerides and the VLDL numbers, the one that's high and the one that's low. So
yeah. The others we really don't remember what they mean, but I do know that like all of his blood markers looked really good. Like, everything is exactly within the lines of where it's supposed to be with that stuff. So, yeah, I mean, we'll throw everything up there just so that it's in here and transparent. And then in a few months, we'll put, everything up again just so, we can have accurate, like, real, results of, like, how things are going. One thing that we did talk about when we were talking to my mom is the panels that I'm going to make sure that my doctor does whenever I go back, because I see an endocrinologist 4 times a year because I'm type 1 diabetic, but they do my blood a couple times a year, but, like, they've been very inconsistent with the panels that they've been doing. So when I go, I'm going to get a lipid panel done to check on my cholesterol. I'll get a thyroid panel done because I do have Hashimoto's and disease, and like, I've been on thyroid medication before, but I haven't been on it in a while, so I don't know. We're going to see, how those things are. We'll get obviously my A1C checked because that's part of it anyways. My vitamin D we'll check on because I have been on a prescription vitamin D. I haven't taken it the last few times. I did see something to where it said that vitamin D might be depleting, like, some of the, like, electrolytes and stuff that I'm taking in. I don't know, so, like, that could be why I was, like, kind of tired for a while, so I did stop that here recently, so we'll see where my vitamin D ends up. And then what was the complete metabolic panel that just shows everything.
All the stuff that I had on there.
Yeah, all the everything else. So, and I already have, like, some to look back on from, like, within the last year or so. All of those things I have had checked as well. So that'll be cool to be able to look into.
Like a pre and now.
Yeah, because so if it's December 2nd, we started, at the beginning of October? So that'll still just be about 2 months in then, won't it?
We started at the end of November, or end of September.
Yeah, so it'll just be like 2 months and a week or something.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I'll have a baseline, so we'll be able to see how mine progresses.
Yeah.
So, sorry there wasn't more information, and
I did ask her if I need to be worried about anything, and she said I'm not dying, so.
Yeah, and there was some stuff to where, she was explaining that, doing a lot of research, as far as the, where is it? As far as the, lipid panel, even though, like, he's at 165, which is considered, in a normal range by any, medical means, she was saying, where the normal range shows, below 200, she said 40 to 50 years ago, which I've seen this, research a lot too, that, 300 used to be considered the norm. And even though, they say to keep it under 200, they're giving out blood pressure medicine left and right for that. It still hasn't, like, reduced the occurrences of, like, heart disease. Like, in general, like, heart disease is, like, elevated compared to, back in those times. And obviously, it's not directly correlated with cholesterol if they're making sure everybody's staying under 200 by giving out these, medications. Like, heart attacks are still happening. Yeah. So, I have seen, because I think my cholesterol, my last one was, like, 235 or something, so, like, I'm above 200, but 50 years ago that was considered normal, and especially if I'm not eating, like, carbs and stuff, I don't see that to be concerning, but yeah, but yeah, we'll see those triglycerides and the vitamin D. We'll keep an eye on those and see what happens.
Try to declog these arteries.
Yeah.
All right, well, so hopefully you guys enjoy this and find it informative, and like she said, I'll throw all the numbers up there as we're talking through this, so you guys will be able to see where everything's at. And
we'll get more educated, too.
Yeah, we will.
We're learning. We don't know a lot of things, but...
Not a doctor.
Not a doctor, but we're just wanting to be transparent, If your shit gets real crazy, we'll throw that up there, too, and say, hey, it looks like we were wrong and we're dying, but it's possible.
All right. But yeah, we'll see you guys tomorrow. We're going to try to go to the gym tomorrow morning and
ride bikes later.
And we want to hit that sauna. We haven't, might sit in there for 30 minutes. I don't know.
Maybe. Oh my gosh.
Sweat this stuff out.
Also, I just want to say I was so thankful to just eat a steak today. It was so good.
It was really good. She made it too.
It was home cooked. It was so good. The garlic, I'm never gonna cut garlic out of my diet, period.
Yeah.
Whatsoever. Like,
I love garlic.
Fresh crushed garlic cooked in butter and just like eating the crunchy garlic afterwards. It's so good.
It's so good.
Today, I don't want to make this too long, but today I, at the airport, had some burger patties and I started to get a really bad headache again. So I'm coming to the conclusion I think it's mostly seed oils that's doing it.
Yeah.
It just seems like that's the most consistent thing that could have been, you know, in like all of the things I've been eating. But last night I had a headache so bad I had to leave dinner and I threw up once and then I just had to like fall asleep with a cold rag like on my face, literally just covering my face. I was like, I can't breathe, but it feels good. So, so yeah, I did get sick from something I've been eating, but it was nice to have a home cooked meal today.
Yeah. All right. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a good one.